3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action.
He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now Jones finds his man. It's John Mechie, and he takes us going out of bounds.
Weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Patriots at 9-3 here on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. And now off
to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Aaron Jones
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
and the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
And this one is incomplete. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it, and has given me the evil eye, folks. 2nd down, here's Willis. And that's into the hands of Eckler.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Willis will look to pass again here.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play, and the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Look at him go inside the 30. I know a lot of of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Hike the ball because of the lag, bro. What the fuck?
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Fourth down, Willis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly,
I know you see this game fucking constantly lag spiking, bro. Come the fuck on.
downs. So they take a big
Drives is over here being fucking ruined. This shit is crazy.
You think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
He gets this to Thornton.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Other way with a football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a dump off here complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Fourth down, Willis.
He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown, Titans.
Chigakakwo.
50 yards.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at the 40. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throwing left. Touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
36 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Yo, you on a mic?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside.
This nigga got his headset on, but not on the mic. That shit crazy. I guess I'm the only one lagging in this bitch, huh?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Third down, it's Willis. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Willis looks to pass it here. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Look. Intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Second down throw coming by Willis.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And now
Calculated, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Well, they've been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense. Over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now Jones on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Guys, dig deep.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Jones dancing to his left. He gets this one to Mechie. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. This is caught. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jones will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Mac Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's loose again. He will score.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And this time, oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Tyquan Thornton
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Pats take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis.
He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On 1st down, Willis.
That'll be caught by Cup. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Jones.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From just shy of midfield, Jones. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing Jones. And that's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith there to make the grab.
And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point safely through, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On second down, Eckler.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
To throw, here's Willis. Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Willis, 4th down here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Jones throwing to start the drive. A check down here to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This ball caught by Mechie. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jones will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team right in.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Titans on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones.
Caught left side by Mechie. He's got room past the 30. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Operating from the gun. Jones. Repeated the last play. Going to Mechie here. Back to throw again. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Patriots are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On third down, it's Willis. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready? Cut my team. Cut my team.
Willis, gotta have this one. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on fourth and long. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That's placed it.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 of the 19. Jeffrey Simmons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Come on. 18 rattle. 18 rattle.
Willis, fourth down, has to have it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that
He's got a man, complete.
and he'll be brought down at the 27. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
This will be complete to Mechie.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to, these guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now Willis to throw.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Willis now off play action.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Fourth down, Willis.
He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for New England, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be at